So how does one go from reading no books at all to becoming an avid reader? That's a great question. But to answer that, I'll have to take you a little back in time. When I was a kid, reading was not a habit that was inculcated in me. Maybe it was just not in my family culture. I spent majority of my time watching TV, wasted time playing video games for hours, or I played Lego. I still love Lego. Well, to be fair, I did read some books when I hit my puberty, but that's about it. When I started studying in college, I was busy slogging day and night to get my engineering degree. And after college, I started working and well, life hasn't gotten any simpler. Now, due to all this, reading never became a part of my life. It was not something that excited me, and neither did I have the focus or patience to sit and read a book. But somewhere down, I knew I was missing out on something. Somewhere down, I knew that if I had to level up in life, I will have to start reading more books and just start collecting that wealth of knowledge out there. Hence today I want to share with you guys 4 of my tips on how I tricked my brain into reading more books in spite of being a non-reader. So my tip number 1 is to reinvent your identity. Our behaviors are nothing but a mere reflection of our own identities. If you identify yourself as an organized person, you will end up keeping your environment more organized. If you internally identify yourself as a loyal person, you are more likely to showcase loyalty in your relationships. In a similar way, if you want to be a reader, start identifying yourself as one. Next time when you meet your friends or colleagues, tell them how much you enjoy reading. Strike up conversations about books and reading. What will happen is passively, you'll start convincing your own self and you yourself will start enjoying this process from within. My tip number 2 is to read what you like. Now, just because a book is a New York Times bestseller does not mean that it is for you. One mistake that I did when I started reading was I started reading books that other people liked or talked about. Now, if you will force yourself into reading something that is uninteresting to you, it is highly likely you will end up There's a brilliant saying by one of my favorite entrepreneurs and public speaker named Ankur Warikoo. Ankur says that as much as it is my responsibility to give my attention to the book is equally responsible for holding my attention. Having said that, you don't have to finish all the books that you start. If you don't connect with a book, just leave it aside, move on and pick another one. My tip number 3 is to make it easy. Now, if you're truly serious about this and you want to make reading a habit, then make sure that it is not something that is extremely resistive. More the obstacles, more likely it is that you will not follow through. Now, here are some ways that I want to share with you guys on how I try to remove resistance to optimize my reading. I keep my books or my headphones if I'm listening to Audible in places I visit often. This acts as my external trigger and a reminder to pick up the book and just start reading. Then I also started with a reasonable goal of just reading 7 to 10 pages a day. Increase this number gradually. With this pace, I could easily complete an average of 10 to 11 books a year. And for the last one, if you are like me and you still love reading physical books, then I would say invest in buying some bookmarks. Now yes, as obvious as this is, but this can easily be missed and you may end up wasting time figuring out where to pick up your reading from. Now my tip number 4 is to start combining habits. Pick a habit that you currently love and enjoy doing and see if there is any way you can combine reading with it. For me, it's my nighttime wind down routine. I like to end my day making a warm chamomile tea, sit on the couch and read in peace. If you love driving or working out, then start listening to audiobooks. Now, as a bonus tip, I leave you guys with one of my personal favorite book that to some extent changed my life for good. The book is called Atomic Habits by James Clear. This book brilliantly explains the practical strategies that will help you form new habits and also break the old bad ones. Now, here's a secret. A lot of my learnings in this video are actually inspired from that book. Now, lastly, I want to share with you guys a great insight that a very good colleague of mine gave me. And he told me that the goal of reading a book is not to remember it, but to learn from it. The really impactful books will change you in subtle ways that won't be apparent right away, but will definitely change or shape your future outlook in life. So yeah, those are my 4 simple tips on how I tricked my brain into reading more books. Now, if you enjoy reading yourself, then please tell me in the comment section below your favorite book that changed your life, and also share some tips on how we can adapt reading as a habit easily. Now, if you're new to this channel, firstly, thank you so much for sitting and watching through this video. My name is Nehal Pachikar and I'm on the journey to demystify life as much as possible. I'm going to try to explain things from a much simpler lens. So if at all you resonate with such topics and you're also eager to upgrade yourself in life, then please do consider subscribing to this channel. I promise we have some great things in our inventory that will be helpful to you. Keep learning, keep upgrading yourself, and I will see you soon next time.